Hey, what's up guys, it's Oakley and we're going to be continuing to dissect that video, the Empire walkthrough that CA released. We're going to be looking at the offices for the Empire. So this is going to be a throwback to kind of the way it was set up back in Total War Empire, where you can appoint different characters to different positions, which will then in turn give you buffs. So CA here, just briefly covering them, but they did make the mistake of showing us all of those basically traits right through there. So we'll be going ahead and taking a look at all of these. So let's rewind. Let's go ahead and look at the Reichsmarschall. First thing you're going to notice is there is a rank required for each of these different positions, but it doesn't necessarily say whether, if you get into this Reichsmarschall position at a rank 10, but with a cap of level 30, does a rank 30 Reichsmarschall perform any better than someone who got into it at rank 10? We don't know. Anyways, for this position you get +1 recruitment capacity in the local province, and then +2 experience for Reichsguard units in the general's army. So this is cool. Obviously it makes it so you're more military focused. My main problem with this is look at the effects. It's just local and it's just for the general, and we'll keep touching upon this again with the Supreme Patriarch here. Look at this: Winds of Magic recharge amount +18 just for the general's army, and +2 for battle wizards in terms of experience just for the local province. So obviously it's a nice little buff, but I was hoping they would go more about the way they did it in Total War Empire with the cabinet, where depending on who you appointed to different positions, based on how skilled up they were, they would then be able to have more of an effect on this position. So if you had a really bad guy appointed as the Secretary of the Navy wouldn't have as many buffs. Put a high experienced guy in there and all of a sudden it grants more bonuses. Now here, this is more about giving bonuses to the character. I was hoping it would be kind of like Empire, where your character gives bonuses to the position. So for example, the Spymaster would then, if you put a high level experienced guy into the Spymaster position, if it were Empire, then you would have all these buffs going about and giving you, global and local bonuses. But here it seems like it's more dictating kind of the bonuses your specific hero gets rather than the other way around. The Spymaster here, for example, local provinces +10% action success chance, and then -33% action cost. So it's just about adding stuff to the resume of your character, which is one way to do it. And I wonder if it's going to scale up based off the level of your character. The Treasurer here only requires a rank 5 character to enter into this, and you get +25% faction-wide bonus in additional tradable resources produced, and then you get +25% for your local region income from all buildings. So again, here you can see them basically going after local stuff, but then look at that faction-wide bonus. That is more of what I think these positions should be like. Now, I'm not going to say I'm not extremely happy about them including this. It's really cool. It's awesome. It's going to be great for telling a story with your character, giving it personality. But I was really hoping, that the skill of your character would kind of influence how well this office performs. The Lector here actually being a pretty interesting one. So it gives public order bonuses just for the local province, but more importantly +5 in terms of reduction in vampiric and chaos corruption. So that's going to be important. We know that if vampiric and chaos corruption gets too high, then it'll start causing problems with disorder and could even start spawning troops. So that's very problematic. Obviously something you want to deal with. So the Lector here filling in that position. Really cool stuff. He's obviously going to want to counter agents, so you can have an Lector basically holding it down on the province level, and then appoint someone as a Spymaster with higher agent success chance to then deal with enemy agents that are spreading vampiric corruption. Anyways, on to the next one, which is the Castellan Engineer. So you get the title, and then locally you get -10% construction costs for all buildings and -10% for artillery, and that's just in the general's army. So maybe I'm a little dismayed about how small these buffs seem to be comparatively, but keep in mind that this is adding to the resume and the skill pool of your individual character. So this is one way to add to that. It's another layer. All the other layers are going to be found from the character skill traits. You can have more bonuses just by leveling up your character. I just want to put in one more time that I really wish we could level up the offices as well. Another cool thing, as you can see here, they appointed this guy to be Treasurer. It's now going to be attached to his name. Speaking of names, you can also rename your character whatever you want. So appropriately, CA is going to name him Felix Pennypincher because he's the Treasurer. So this is going to be a big deal because anything to push customization, to push involvement with your and connection with your characters is going to be great. Add to the longevity. It's going to allow you to craft your own experience and really own the characters that you're having throughout this game, which is going to be super fun. But they did say there is a small caveat. You cannot rename the Legendary Lord characters. Those guys are almost directly tied to the lore. The rest of them, you're free to do what you want, and I can just imagine people are going to have some crazy names, not only for some very pretentious Empire or perhaps Bretonnia names, but the crazy names that people are going to give the greenskins. Anyways, that's it for this short clip. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.